Now moving on, we get to the mid-segment of this program. 8th grade class of 2017 is here. We're going to start with, as traditionally established in our school, the salutatorian will tell you how happy he is that you are here, and the address and the title of salutatorian goes to Mr. Bogdan Buzdugan.
Dear teachers, parents, friends, and fellow classmates, I am glad you came to be with us on this special occasion. As we transition to high school, I would like to thank my parents. Mom, thank you for always caring for me ever since K3, when you were my teacher. Thank you for always pushing me to do the right thing and to do my work at school. Dad, thank you for always showing me the right thing the right way and helping me be closer to God. Also, thank you for the late nights checking my math homework. Most importantly, thank you both for putting me in Logos Christian Academy. Miss Adina, though you're not here today, thank you for always finding the good in us and for taking us on the best graduation trip. Thank you for bringing us together not only as a class, but as a family, and for showing us love and patience always. Thank you for these great 4 years with you, and I can't wait for the next 4. Teachers, thank you for always teaching us even though we were many times quite a handful. Miss Ija, thank you for helping us get a better understanding of math and preparing us for high school. And also thank you for showing us how many linear equations someone could possibly do. Miss Christina, thank you for being our science teacher and aiding us in our dissection of frogs. Though many of us cannot tolerate the very thought of dissection, you made it as bearable as possible for us. Miss Olga, thank you for helping us learn Spanish and making it a third language for most of us. Gracias, Señora Olga. Miss Claudia, though you also had a graduating class, thank you for making history and Bible as easy as possible for us. Ms. Sabita, thank you for teaching us how to navigate our way through a Word document for teaching us Romanian ever since 1st grade. Ms. Natasha, thank you for so much patience with us as a class. Mr. Marius, thank you for always worrying about our health and fitness and pushing us to do better. Classmates, most of us have been together ever since we were 3. Back then, we had not a care in the world, but now here we are, moving on to the next chapter of our lives, high school. We have laughed, cried, and most importantly, we have come closer together. Although this year has come to a close, I am glad we still have another 4 years together. I would like to end with a verse from 1 Timothy 4:12. Don't let anyone look down on you because you are young, but set an example for the believers in speech, in conduct, in love, in faith, and in purity. Thank you and God bless.
They have prepared also a slideshow, and before we have the next part of the program, we're going to see that. Now in our school, we have, and probably in most of the schools, we have this policy that we decide for graduating classes salutatorian and a valedictorian based on averages. And once in a long while, we have a case where we don't have any salutatorian or any valedictorian at all. But we also have cases in which two students come with the exact same average. And this year is one of those strange years in which we had this situation. Calculating at the 100th, we had two students with the same average, so we just couldn't decide who is going to be the valedictorian. So we decided to let them be both valedictorians. So for the 8th grade class of 2017 this year, we have two valedictorian. It is my honor to introduce the first one with an address, Miss Abigail Sandoval.
Good morning, and thank you all for being here to celebrate this milestone in our lives with us. I would like to start off with thanking all of our parents. Without you, we wouldn't be here today. Thank you for all the encouraging words throughout the years and for the late nights and for always being there for us, even if we didn't always appreciate it. Next, I would like to thank all of our teachers. Ms. Lija, thank you for all the years of relentlessly pounding formulas and facts and really just math in general into our heads. Because of you, we will be able to accelerate in math wherever we go. Ms. Claudia, I cannot begin to thank you for the countless hours we have spent together between our Bible and history classes. You not only taught us from the book, but from your life experiences. Ms. Christina, thank you for the devotions every morning that inspired us to be strong young men and women of God. Señora Olga, gracias por estar siempre ahí para nosotros. Todos sabemos que sin ti y tu actitud de gracia hacia cada uno de nosotros no estaríamos de pie aquí hoy. As an added bonus, I would like to thank Ms. Coralia. Even though she isn't here, not only did she make sure we learned something in every Bible class we had with her, she was always there whenever we needed to talk. And finally, Ms. Adina, there is a never-ending list of how much you have helped us these last 4 years. You have helped us bond and get to know each other like none of us would have ever thought we could. Through class trips, field trips, and even just our many English classes. And though you are not here in person with us today, we know you are thinking about us and praying for us. Although I did not mention all the teachers, we would all like to thank you for helping us get to the level of achievement we are at today. So, the final group that I'm going to address here today is my class. You're friends, and you're my family. We have gone through a lot of things together, but through it all, we have grown closer than ever. Sarah Bayan, thank you for always being a light to the class. Even when we are all tired and cranky, you are able to lift our spirits. Bhakti, thank you for encouraging me to study and to not take school lightly. Rebecca, yeah, we haven't always gotten along, but when we do, we have a great time. Thank you for teaching me to be kind to everybody, no matter if they're your best friend or not. Natalia, we haven't known each other for that long, but I really enjoyed getting to know you the last year and hope that we will continue getting to know each other. Ruth, usted entró en nuestra clase más tarde que el resto, pero incluso con la barrera de idioma que logró encontrar su lugar y siempre te admiro por eso. Grace, you are truly a great friend and leader. You have helped us plan countless get-togethers, which help us to bond, so thank you. Christina, where do I begin? You came into our class a ball of energy, but we didn't realize it right away, but you have been a great asset to our class. On top of all that, you're an incredible friend. The last couple months, really getting to know you, have been the most fun and interesting of my life. Nathan. You challenge us all, but I do admit we do pick on you. Jokingly, but we do pick on you. And it's only because we know that you can take it as a joke, so we thank you. Sarah Popescu, we have our ups and downs, but in the end, we always have the best conversations and jokes. You have been stiff competition, but you have also probably been the one to make me laugh the most. Brian, out of all the guys in the class, I'm probably closest to you. You have an underlying sense of humor, but once I got it, you were always one of the funniest people in the room. It's been great spending time getting to know you the last couple of months, and I look forward to getting to know you better. Sammy, I want to thank you for always being there to talk, and always being able to provide an outside view on things. David, I don't know you very well, but you're fun to be around, and together with Sarah Bain, you can always light up a room. Lizzie, you have been one of my best friends through these years, and I thank you. You're very blunt when you talk, but we all need it considering how stubborn we are. And finally, Carla, you are honestly so much fun. But not only that, you can be quiet and reserved. You're my definition of a well-rounded person, and I will always look up to you for that. As I was writing the speech, all I could think about was the great impact each of you have had on my life. But with thinking about all that, it also had me wanting to leave one last thing for you to remember. In Deuteronomy 31, it says, "The Lord himself goes before you and will be with you. He will never leave you nor forsake you. Do not be afraid, do not be discouraged." I want you guys to remember that no matter where you go in life, whether I'm here or not, God will be there for you, and he's always right by your side. To close, I just want to say that I'll miss you, each and every one of you. I will never forget the impacts everyone here at Logos has had on me.
And now again, my privilege one more time to introduce the other valedictorian of class of 2017 8th grade, Miss Sarah Popescu, and she will also have an address. And after that, together, I will announce who they will give the key of success to in the next generation to carry the torch of good studying, good Christian testimony, and leading their younger students in the school. And as you probably already noticed from the speech, there was fierce competition between these two students, which means they encouraged each other, they challenged each other, and the class was so much better for that. So, Sarah.
Dear students, parents, teachers, and everyone forced to be here due to a sibling or relative graduating, I'd like to start off by congratulating each and every student finishing this chapter in their lives. All the coffee, the I got 3 hours of sleep because of studying nights, and all the times where you felt like banging your head against your textbook. That all led up to this very day, and as much as we may not have realized it then, it was all worth it. We are extremely privileged to have had the opportunity to complete these school years with the help of our teachers. Ms. Olga, thank you for not giving up on us, even if we would never listen. We all knew you were contemplating on failing us all, and we managed to find something to hurl across the room. Ms. Leja, although we may have always been mad for the homework you gave us, we're grateful that you taught us math in a way that we would understand. I've learned my lesson on being more careful with basic math, and I definitely won't forget that 2 + 2 + 2 is not 7. Ms. Claudia, thank you for helping us keep in touch with God's Word and helping us understand and keep it in our hearts. You have helped us realize that we can't finish a whole history textbook in a year, and a big thank you for all the retakes and extra help. Without your kindness, we would have all failed history and Bible. Mr. Mayus, thanks for always teaching us that we should never be like crying babies, especially when it comes to doing push-ups. Ms. Christina, thank you for all our morning science devotionals on Wednesdays, and that time you let us dissect the frog. Frankly, I was surprised my class and I didn't somehow manage to accidentally stab each other. Ms. Tabitha, because without you, I wouldn't have been able to cite this speech. And a special thank you to our homeroom teacher, Ms. Adina. Without her, we wouldn't be who we are and where we are today. Ms. Adina, although you may be watching this from 5,000 miles away, we are forever grateful for everything you've done for us. From the bottom of our hearts, we're so sorry for all the times we upset you, but we thank you for sticking with us through all these years. Thanks for all the memories in South Carolina, Faith Bible Camp, Minnesota, and many more. Second, thank you to my for all the memories we've made. No matter how much I sometimes wanted to throw you all across the room, we formed a bond that can never be broken. Although we have a reputation of being the class that got most in trouble, got many extra privileges, and were seen as rebellious, we managed to make it through the year without getting in too much trouble. We can be sure every class envies our bond and our closeness. Sarah, for all the times you've made us laugh with your personality. Natalia, I'm glad you decided to join our class this year. Thank you for your hilarious spasms and your laughter. Elizabeth, for somehow always managing to mispronounce every term in our history textbook. I'm glad I have someone to relate to and aid in the way we act. Carla for sticking by my side no matter how annoying I got or how much we argued. I'll never forget our inside jokes and all our insane conversations. Nathan, although you managed to upset us a lot, we still love you a lot and you make us laugh all the time. Thank you. Sammy for getting us through all our crazy ideas and all our genius ideas. Rebecca, although you may have left last year and come back, we're glad you came back. And I've learned from your savageness that if someone is mean to you, then you make a comment. But it's all jokes. Grace, what can I say? Thank you for always reminding me to do my daily squats and always making us all laugh. Brian, although you fractured Natalia's fat pads, we still love you so much. Bogdi, thank you for teaching us that being quiet and loud at the same time is a good character trait, and thank you for pushing me to be the best I can be academically too. Ruth, although you may not have been here for long, we're extremely grateful you fit in so well into our class. David, for showing us that there's a bright side and a laugh to every situation. Christina, what can I even say? You came 2 years ago and we were all so happy to have you. You were such a light in the class. And you always find a bright side to every single situation, and you taught me that you can be hilarious and mature at the same time. Abby, although we may have our ups and downs, we're still friends, we're still really good friends at the end of the day, and thank you for always teaching me to do my best and always helping me out when I had a problem in class, you know what I mean. And just thank you to the whole class for being such great friends throughout all the year, because without you guys, we wouldn't be who we are today. And last but not least, I'd like to thank God and my family for whom I would be nothing without. If it wasn't for my parents' constant encouragement, I wouldn't be here graduating valedictorian. Without them, my Smith's sister, I wouldn't have been able to finish any of my projects in time or even write this speech. Without Rebecca, my older sister, I wouldn't have been able to do my math homework or even get through the day without her reassurance sometimes. And a little thank you to my cat as well, who let me pet her when I was stressed and slept next to me every single day after school. I especially want to thank my mom, without whom I wouldn't be the person I am today. I may have yelled a lot, talked back a lot, and made you upset, but I was blessed to have a mother so loving and caring to still push through the day no matter how tired she was. And an extra thank you to my aunt, Miss Simona, for taking over while Miss Adina is away and helping me with math homework. Thank you to every person that has impacted my life and the life of everyone here graduating. I want to close in a verse also from 1 Timothy 4:12 that also says, "Don't let anyone look down on you because you are young, but set an example for the believers in speech and conduct and love and faith and in purity."
And now our valedictorians this year will have to hand out the key of success as I said, as well-wishing for the next generation that comes after them and becomes the 8th grade next year. And this year it goes to 2 7th graders who excelled in academics. It was tough to separate them because averages were close, but it goes to Matthew Fratu and Maria Soltuzu. So congratulations. If they're here, please step up and get to the podium and get the key of success. Let's give them one more time. And now the homeroom teacher address. I invite here Miss Adina Loon. You'll see a little surprise.
Good morning. I am not Miss Adina, but it is with great pleasure and honor that I have a message for you from Miss Adina. Dear parents, students, and guests, today is a joyous occasion as we celebrate both the end of a chapter in our lives, but also the beginning of a new one. As such, I'm thankful first and foremost to our Creator, who has guided and sustained us all throughout the past 4 years, and also to the parents who have never failed to show support and encourage us, and also to the teachers who have added their unique touch to the 8th grade class. Last and not least, each student has contributed in many numerous ways to shape the class in order for it to become what it is now, a family. I think we can all agree that the road was long and tedious sometimes, but without difficult moments and the challenges we faced, today's 8th grade would not be what it is now. For me personally, it was a privilege and a delight to watch the transformation of the 5th graders that I wasn't too thrilled to have as a homeroom class to that of the 8th graders. And I am convinced that the next 4 years will be even better, shaping each one of you into a useful instrument for God's kingdom. Sarah B., thanks for inviting me to your hockey games. It was always entertaining to watch you on ice as you balanced speed, quick thinking, strategy, fearlessness, and grace. You are a great friend to many in your class, and I'm grateful I had you as a student, and that you sometimes had such a great time laughing during my classes. You reminded me of myself when I was your age, and I had my own Christina to make me laugh. Thank you as well for brightening my days by getting my flowers especially chosen to match the purple walls. Bobby, thank you for all the kind words, prayers, and thoughtful actions. Your tidy cursive will be forever embedded in my mind, as well as your respectful attitude. God will not fail to reward you for honoring Him and His creation. I hope that throughout your life you will testify to many people as you have a gentle and humble spirit, which is a reflection of our God. You are the type of person one can have a great time with, even without speaking any words. Thanks for being my companion in gathering seashells and admiring the Atlantic coast. Rebecca, I was sad when you left and grateful when you returned. It definitely seems that you belong to this class. You were the child in the classroom who was always a step ahead of the rest in the class, eager to come at the board, give answers, and still have leftover time to assist me with my tasks. Therefore, I would often refer to you as my teacher assistant. Your uplifting, energetic spirit is always invigorating. Natalia, we have finally managed to crack your shell and bring out the Romanian in you. And now we know that you don't dislike any of us, not even Sammy. We will always be entertained when we notice that you are oblivious to the obvious. You have great intellectual potential and a unique personality, and I'm grateful that you're part of the class now. Ruth, I'm still a little sad that you joined us a bit too late to be able to join us on the grad trip, but we will organize a special trip just for you next school year. Now we have a reason to do it. Your Spanish accent is a delight to listen to, and as soon as you master English as well. Thanks for attending class events and for being so easy to deal with. You definitely became part of the class in a very short period of time. Grace, thanks for uniting the class in a way no teacher could ever do. You definitely have the patience and the ability to lead, manage, and encourage the class, and I am sure God will use those gifts to minister to others too. Thanks as well for always thinking of me, even during your trips. I hope one day your students will value you as much as you value me. Nathan, you are a gem. We have all used the chisel on you, and I am grateful you don't hold a grudge against us. Thanks for taking from your own time to help those who are weaker and for being patient with them. It was always nice to listen to the interesting facts you shared from memory, At this rate, you will soon be a walking encyclopedia. Thanks for sharing your vast knowledge with us. Christina, you're a reservoir of energy. If we ever need to tap into one, we just need to connect to you. Thanks for almost always wearing a smile on your face and for your kind, honest words. You are bright, both in mind and in spirit. We would not trade you for anyone else. Sarah P., thanks for calming our spirits with the soothing sounds of your guitar playing. I personally look forward to another escape in the countryside where we could sing songs by the fire. Thanks for being in charge of the whole selling process this year and for working hard these past years to accomplish your goals. Brian, you surely have a hidden sense of humor and you're able to plot, play soccer, and memorize everyone's parts in the script. You definitely have a brilliant mind. And now I know that even when you seem not to care, you actually do. We are coming to your games next year. Abby, I was going to write this part in Romanian just for you. Just kidding. I admire you for managing to adjust to our ways and understand some of our culture. One day God will use you, these 4 years long experience to be sure. You are an ambitious, organized, and tenacious person, and I'm thankful for the time we had together. May God bless you and watch over you in your new journey. Sammy, no one can laugh as you do and transmit the same sense of well-being to the rest of the class. Thanks for uniting the class, for your honesty, for your leadership. Thanks for being respectful and always knowing how to skillfully meditate discussions. You are a great intellectual speaking, and you have great intellectual speaking and leadership abilities. And I'm convinced God can use them in a small community like Logos. Thanks as well for keeping your word whenever you made a promise to show up to a school event, especially when no one else or very few were able to come. David, you are without a doubt the most athletic one in the class. I don't think there is any sport I have seen you play where you didn't manage to excel. You also have a great acting abilities. Like Brian, you can memorize everyone's lines. Thanks for always being cheerful and optimistic. Lizzie, of the entire group, you and I are probably most alike when it comes to personality, so it goes without saying that we get along and understand each other. I am grateful for having you as a student and a friend, for your gentle, quiet spirit, and for your generous heart and willingness to sacrifice for others. Carla, thanks for expressing your thoughts so nicely in writing, for sharing with us fascinating facts about animals, and for entertaining us due to your unique way of perceiving things. You are calm and relaxed, and sometimes that's what we all needed to do. Slow down and take time to think of things. As my final thoughts, I would like to encourage each one of you by saying that is my strong belief God has placed, is my strong belief God has not placed any of you randomly in this class. Since before you were created, He knew where you would be today, and He also knew about me. And although I planned on being with you on this occasion, it could not be possible. Nevertheless, you are present in my thoughts and prayers. Throughout the past months, I was often reminded the words of a wise friend, that life is like a tapestry, and sometimes we don't see the final product in this life. But be assured that there is a purpose in everything, and that wherever God will take you, in His providence, He always has your best interest in mind, and He will not cease to shape and mold you until you become what He intended you to be. Love each other, cherish each other, and don't forget about each other. For most of you, the friendships that you made these past years will last for a lifetime. Someone in your class will always be there to laugh with you and occasionally to cry with you as well. I love you all, and you are, of course, my favorite class. And to that, I just want to add congratulations.
Absolutely wonderful, in my opinion. And this was Miss Adina, by proxy, of Miss Simona Bolica. She has some health issues and she's in Romania. She couldn't attend, so she wants you to keep her in your prayers for that. So we see her back after the vacation. God bless her. Wonderful class. And now it's that time where I invite Mrs. Simona Choran, the math teacher. She will hand out the diplomas. I would like everybody to stand up at this time. Everybody stand up. And as I'm going to read their names, they're going to get their diplomas, and they'll go into 9th grade. Don't forget to move that tassel, right, to show that you changed the level. So first, the diploma goes with congratulations to Miss Sarah Bayan. Don't lift your hand. Then Mr. Bogdan Emmanuel Buzugan, honors and salutatorian. Miss Rebecca Christescu. Miss Grace Lela. Miss Natalia Hedan. Mr. Nathan Marius Pentilli, honors. Miss Christina Pope. Miss Sarah Daniela Popescu, honors and valedictorian. Mr. Brian Roman. Miss Abigail Maya Sandoval, honors and valedictorian. Mr. Samuel Shkilpo, Sammy. Mr. David Smallberger. Miss Elizabeth Strugario. Miss Carla Tartan. And last but not least, Miss Ruth Ilioni. Congratulations and may God bless you. Let's give them a round of applause. I give you the 8th grade class of 2017, now 9th grade of 2017-2018.